Okay, we are live on YouTube. Good evening, YouTube. My name is Ayla, and I will guide this conversation today. I'm your pricing Andreas, and in today's immersion, we are going to talk about can you live without plastic? And it's so difficult, but interesting topic. And I will explain how a little bit Talking works before. Talking is a language conversation platform for beginner, intermediate language, and advanced speakers. Here, we can practice in English, Spanish, French, Italy, and Mandarin so far. And it's a safe place, no judgment. There is no correction because I'm not a teacher. I'm just a student as you all. But here you can practice in a real environment. And that's the way you can improve our confidence and we can improve our English skills in general. And if you want more information about how Talking Talk works, you can go on website talkingtalk.com.br. All right. And what else? Um, as there are only 4 people here, I don't need to speed up us, and we stay in the main room, okay? And now we can introduce ourselves. And please, Wanda, could you introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Wanda from Niterói, Rio de Janeiro. Two sons, one grandson, one daughter-in-law, and 2 cats. I have one cat, but another one jumped the wall and stay here. But I don't know if he really stay or not. Cats is like that. And or else I'm a dentist. And yes, is that for now.
Thank you, Wanda. Hello, Cowboy. Good evening.
Hello, people. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing great. Thank
Okay, thank you. Isabel, please introduce yourself.
Sure. So, hello guys. My name is Isabel. I'm 23 years old. I live in Florianópolis. I'm born here as well. I live with my family. And I am a graphic designer, but I work with UX and UI design too. It's an area in design that we build interfaces for websites and software, something like that. And in my free time, I like read books, watch movies, and go walk as well.
Okay, thank you, Isabel. And you, Cowboy, your turn. Introduce
you.
yourself, please.
Okay. Good evening again. My real name is Edu Conjun. I'm from Salvador, Bahia. I'm 39 years old and I'm a student. I like to go to the beach. I like to study program language. I like to do exercise, for example, run, swim, and I like to meet my friends. And I'm in Talk since April. I'm doing these missions as well. I love all these talks to make people enhance my English and talking about several topics. And I would like to thank all the hosts and participants to do all the process of the training in English in Great. Thank you.
Thank you, Cowboy. And about me, my name is Ayla. I'm from Belém, and I'm passionate about learning language. I study English and now French, and it's a pleasure for me to be here to practice you all, and to improve my capacity to speak in general. So, and that's it. Okay, guys. Now we can start answer the questions. The question number two. I ask you, Cowboy, please. Could you read the question number two and answer?
Yeah, sure. Second question, how much plastic do you use in your daily life? And in what ways? Okay. In case I use the plastic as items in kitchen, for example, cups, bags, I use a lot. Some dishes, yeah. In my bedroom, I use plastic in my computer, my smartphone, and other tools, like my ventilator, my fan. Yeah, plastic is present in often times that I have my home. And the other good example when you go to the market and you buy something, the plastic bag brought to me to catch my items, sent to my home, is used plastic. So plastic is used for everyone in every kind in the globe.
Yeah, there are plastic everywhere all the time. It's terrible. Unfortunately, it's so harmful for environment. Okay, and Wanda, what did you think about this? Thank you, Cowboy.
I use the plastic all the time. All the time. Is in the cover of my cell phone, is in the shampoo, is in all the things that I do. I see plastic around me all the time, all day, every day, and it's terrible, but is the reality. And you, Isabel?
Yeah, in my case, it's the same. I use all days, and I believe in all the things that I did in my day or do in my day. I use something with plastic, for example, a pen, or as Cowboy said about in the bathroom, the dinner room, something like that, or when you will wash the dishes, you use something with plastic. My computer as well have some pieces that was built with plastic. So I use a lot, and it's difficult to imagine a life without plastic actually, because a lot of things was is made with plastic or was made with plastic, and so it's part of our life actually.
It's difficult to avoid. I try, guys. I use my eco bag, I think. I try to reduce nowadays when I need to buy something, I try to pay attention and to reprice it for other materials, but sometimes it's difficult because the plastic is cheaper than the others better options. And I confess sometimes I I would like to reduce more, but because the opportunity, the less opportunity, the how much money to buy other types of materials. it could be difficult, unfortunately. But what I can do, I try to do some change, so yeah. Okay, let's move on, guys. Wanda, please, could you read the next, the question
Okay.
number 3?
What are the biggest challenges in reducing or our realizing reliance on plastic? I think it is the biggest challenge is found another material to replace the plastic. And it's so difficult because liquids, water is the transportation of water is in plastic. All the time we use it and we have a reliance of plastic. I think is that another material for replace it. And you, cowboy?
Yeah, good question. The main challenge in the plastic is because it's very versatile. You can use in a lot of things. And today it's important to think a world without plastic because simply it is adopted in all parts of the life. But you need to focus in create all the kinds of plastic, biodegradable plastic, and there's exists plastic like that, and is degrading by the nature, and you need to enhance more the production and replace 100% for the plastic because the problem is found the microplastic in your cell and in the abyssal zone, in the deeper from the sea, the microorganism is found microplastic in that cell. So is urgent, emergential to create a worldwide policy to uh, abolish the main plastic using for 5 years, use only biodegradable plastic. And all these efforts can change the nature and the relationship with the plastic.
Yeah, I agree with you, cowboy. I think you need a emergency about this, especially to have a strict regulation about it and to try to reduce it, the use of the plastic because it's there are alternatives, but it's necessary to have interest from government, interest from companies, and unfortunately, because the plastic is more convenient for them, so it's cheaper, it's used to produce, so but it's no good for environment, and they need to attend it as well. So yeah, it's a good point. And you, Isabel, what do you think, please?
Yeah, about what Wanda said, that it's difficult to find another material to replace plastic. I believe is the biggest challenge. And I really don't know if it's possible finding in nature. Actually, I don't understand a lot about the substance or something like that that made plastic, but I don't know material on nature that can replace plastic. I don't know if it's necessary to build something in the laboratory. I believe it's the word exists. But I believe it's the biggest challenge. But the things that we are doing now, I believe that helps a little bit to reduce that, or even give another usability for plastic. For example, if you reuse some package, or if you build eco cup, I don't know if the correct term, or something like that, that can help use the plastic that we have nowadays, that are not using anymore, to give another life for this product. I believe it's something that can help. But the biggest challenge, I agree with even about find a new material.
Okay, good point. Very good. Thank you. Isabel, could you read the next, please?
Sure. What alternatives to plastic do you think are most viable for everyday use? I believe I talked a little bit about that. About a new product that you can build with the plastic that you are not using anymore, or in the trash. I believe it's a good alternative to do that. Some package, actually, we know nowadays how to use different materials, that is, we're not considering plastic, to conserve some products. Even paper, reused paper, actually, or other materials that nowadays we know that we can use, not just plastic. I believe it's a good alternative as well. And for example, here in my house, we do not just separate the trash and then give to the people that I forgot the term in English, but work with that to separate trash in another place. But in my house, we do our work, and we reuse some plastic package. If we receive, for example, we bought a product that was conserved in a plastic package, and then we use this package to in my house to conserve it in other things. So we are doing this, and I believe it's a good alternative too. Something that I remember. Okay, I choose another person to answer. Okay. What about you, Cowboy, about this question?
Okay. And fourth question.
Sorry, number 4.
Okay, sorry. Okay. What alternative to plastic? Oh, in my case, in some kinds of mobile health field, uh, material like in the nature, for example, wood, you don't need to have a chair from plastic. You can use it. A chair made from wood, okay? There's a lot of furniture, and you can use natural materials, but it's expensive. When you put the price for table made of plastic, table made of logically, the table made of plastic is cheaper than the made of wood. But when you have a conscious about the ecosystem and the sustainable development, you prefer to pay more, and you have a component in a material in your home that you don't get worse for environment. For the example, and you simply using other materials substitute for metal, for example, because metal is durable and you can use it for long term. For example, you don't need to have a box for plastic. You can use simply metal itself. Next.
Okay, thank you, Cowboy. And you, Wanda, what do you think about this? Or what alternative to plastic do you think are
Yeah,
most
I
viable?
think maybe glass for replacing the bottles. Glass is a good alternative to reuse the glass. And another one, paper. Once a time I was in Zanzibar to scuba diving, and that it's prohibit. I forgot the name. Plastic. And then in the airport, they open our luggage, and if they see plastic, and they took off this plastic and take for us a bag of paper. It's interesting. And in Zanzibar, they do that. There is many kind of plastic, but bag plastics, no, it's prohibited. I think they use to in the bebedouro, I don't know, paper, uh, paper for copo, também esqueci também como é que é. They use paper, not plastic. Yeah, I see that plastic, glass, and another thing that the scientists need to think about. I'm a dentist, but there are many scientists they need to think about.
Yeah, I think the same. I think uh, reusable bags, it's most popular nowadays. Glass, as Wanda said, now there are some bamboo utensils.
Yeah.
Yeah, paper package. And
Bamboo for fork and spoon and knife.
mhm,
I saw that.
and to a toothbrush.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
with
yeah,
bamboo.
so good. Canudinho de papel, paper straw, I think. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
straw, I think. But it's not good because you drink and get soft.
yeah,
Straw gets
I
soft.
agree.
Yeah. I think the scientist needs to think about this problem.
Yeah, but I think we can consider as advanced. So we need to improve. Uh, okay, thank you. I will read the next, the number 5. How do you think living without plastic would impact the environment? So I think living without plastic would reduce pollution, especially in oceans. I think it would also decrease plastic waste and protect wildlife from the dangers of plastic. Uh, uh, because animals suffer a lot with plastic ingestion. they die, so it's terrible. It's so terrible. Yeah, I think I remember about this now. And you, Isabel?
Yeah, about the ocean, I believe is the biggest impact. I don't understand a lot the impacts of plastic in the world, but the things that I know about the plastic in the ocean, as you said, Isla, about the animals eat that, or even there are a lot of plastic that was discarded in the ocean, I believe will impact a lot in that case. In some points in the in our world, actually, in the earth that not considered an ocean, I forgot the term in English, but the near us, I believe, will impact the environment as well.
Wanda, please. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the environment get happiness if we don't use any more plastic. But today, all the fishes have microplastic in his muscles. All the fishes, all the life marine have microplastic. And we, as human beings too, we have microplastic in our body too. The microplastic is in the air, is in the earth, is in the water. It's a big problem. We have the plastic that we see, and we have the most dangerous is the microplastic. They change our body and the body of every animal in the earth.
That's a good point about the microplastic, because
Yeah,
the impact on the food tank, cadeia alimentar, and yeah, it's so dangerous, but
yeah.
it's our island. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, terrible, terrible subject. Andrea goes to England and puts
Yeah.
us in the bad mood. Oh my gosh.
So intelligent girls. And the cowboy, what did you think? Go ahead.
Yeah, interesting question because you need to have this futuristic exercise to view uh, good scenarios in for decades or centuries. In this case, is a good example because if the mankind, if the world stop to use plastic today, we will achieve good results in centuries because the all plastic produced will be degraded, and this process of degradation spans centuries. I don't think how much centuries is exactly. Maybe uh, 2 cents. I don't know. It depends of the type of plastic. Plastic from bottle of the water is different from the density of plastic from gel or box soap. All of this plastic you need the nature you degrade in the process, and this process you spend a lot of years, and we will only get good results in your generation. But it's important to thank all the governments, United Nations organization thinks about possibility to stop the use of plastic and replace for uh, friendly plastic for the environment.
Yeah, good points. There are a lot of issues about this environmental impact on the environment from the plastic. And Isabel, what do you think?
I believe I answered that question before, number 5, right? Or not? Sorry.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Or maybe I am confused. I don't know. So
Yeah,
I can leave it.
We need
I
to
read.
skip 4, 6.
I answered number 4 before, not
No,
number
I
5.
think everyone answered
I answered that.
number 5, and now
Okay.
it's time to read the number 6. I think.
Number 6. Okay, I think is that too, but I don't know. We move to number 6, so
Yeah,
okay, I read number 6.
the number 6.
Okay, guys. Let me see here. What role do governments and policies play in reducing plastic usage? Well, I really don't know how to answer that. Because I don't believe that deny people use plastic, it's a good way. So I believe we can continue using plastic because a lot of products and nowadays we need that to continue our life. So about that topic, I believe it's not good government deny the use of plastic, but maybe the government can contribute in doing campaigns to teach the people about the environment and how we can contribute for a good world, actually, using less plastic, or even how to conduct the plastic in the corrected trash, something like that. The things that actually I remember in my school that I heard that, and I believe was important to me to understand how can I deal with plastic nowadays, actually about the trash, for example. So I believe it's a good role, but I don't know too much about the things that government can do to reduce that. And what about you, Vanda?
Yes, it's difficult to know how can governments need to do. I think they can charge the fábricas. Fábricas is factors. The factors, and they need to charge the factors to building things in plastic to and put this company in a way to solve the problem, like pay for research to the scientists to bring for us new materials. I need to charge the companies that they use plastic, they building things in plastic. I think it is a good point for a start, and replace for glasses, the bottles is a good law too. think, because I think for us is difficult. We separate all the things and they mix everything in the same mountain of trash and put everything in the same. I think it don't have solution for us. We need to have law in the government, and that law impact the companies, and they solve the problem. Because for us it's really, really difficult as a final, as an end of the chain. Yeah. And for you, Ayla?
Yeah, good point, Susan. Oh my gosh, I think government, at first, it comes to my mind, government can regulation better plastic production and incentives and in tax in taxes and promoting promoting eco-friendly, I think, alternatives and encouraging business to reduce plastic waste and to promoting like a educational campaign for to creating maybe people can be more awareness about this question. Yeah, it's a huge issues in because there are a lot of aspects, but I think a good a good option it could be to improve at first people's awareness about this question and to create a business companies that are responsible about this about the uh, uh, plastic productions. So yeah, but I confess it's so complicated.
Yeah. Hopeless.
Yeah, unfortunately, there was a like a no algo assim mais palpável assim a short term, a curto prazo, unfortunately. And to Cowboy, what did you think? Help us.
It's a great challenge in our mankind history because we are the beings that is destroying the planet and in the same time creating a lot of functionalities, a lot of tools, of things for both to us and the government create a global policy to reduce or stop or forever the plastic usage, the bad plastic usage, and create good plastic usage, biodegradable plastic or all the substance, all the kind of polymer that with plastic properties that the nature can simply degrade better is a thing that you is impossible to do because plastic is a polymer is chemical organics, and chemical organics use a lot of chemical process to create a lot of substance, but it's only the governments unite for this cause, and of the people do your part, and we can save the world from the plastics.
Yeah, it's a good point about the chemical substance and like BPA, it's toxic. Yeah, it's so necessary to reduce this. Okay, let's move on, guys. The number 7. Cowboy, could you read, please?
Yeah, I can read. Seventh question. How can individuals contribute to a plastic-free lifestyle? Yeah. Replace the items of the day for natural reasons. It's challenging, but if what we can do our part. For example, instead of use a plastic bottle to drink your water, use an aluminum bottle, because aluminum is used to using gyms, and you can put your water, and is a example. Other example is your items from your home. You replace relatively for natural example. Your furniture you can use from wood. In some cases, you had to spend more money to do that, but in a long term, you contribute for the nature. Yeah. And other example is you act as a social actor. Activism is important. When you use the social networks to talk about your lifestyle, when you can influence other people to do that, and we create a chain to uh, save the environment and people to your part. In some decades, we can change this scenario to have a nature with good relationship with the plastic.
Thank you, Cowboy. Yeah, I agree with you. I think you need, I think it's difficult question because it's not only to change companies, no, only it needs to have a action from government, but it's important to people need to change their lifestyle, something like that. So, and about the use of this product in general. So, yeah. Isabel, please, what do you think about this question?
Yeah, I believe the individual's attitude is the main point about changing something. So they can contribute with that, of course, reducing plastic in some case in their lives, or even try to choose another material to conserve products, or even give another destiny to the plastic. So individuals' attitudes actually is the main thing in that situation, I believe. But it's necessary to someone teach those people that don't know how to deal with that. So I believe in that case can enter another people's teaching another people's, or individuals teaching other individuals, even the families, or even the schools actually can help in that case. Internet, I believe it's something that can help as well. But I believe it's with that, the little attitudes that we have in our days can help in some case, the neighbor or even the city.
Okay, thank you, Isabel. Então, Wanda.
Yeah, I totally agree with Isabel. And I start to think about toys for children. All the toys is in the plastic material. And I think moms and dads need to take a conscience and buy in wood, in paper, in another material, and avoid the plastic toys. All the toys, uh, little cars, and the heroes are everything for children is in plastic and is totally unnecessary. This quantity of plastic for children. I think it is a good point to government reduce the plastic because children don't know nothing and they start the life. If they start the life with toys in plastic, they see and they are it's common. And this is a good point to government intervene and then talk about no more or reducing for the minimum for children. Yeah, I think everything that Isabel said, and I add toys for children.
Yeah, good point. Yes, very good. I agree with you, especially about the education of this question. Since for children, uh, because there is a repetition, the generation by generation use it, and you need to stop it. And I think education it's a good point to attend. Okay, guys. I think now I would like to know how was the conversation for you? What did you think about the subject? Um, Miss Wanda, let me know a
Yes,
little.
it's a hard subject because you don't find a solution. In like you said, in short term, we don't see nothing, and in long term too. I don't see anything, any solution for that. Plastic is cheaper in petroleum, is easy to find, and I don't know how can I do. And uh, I feel sad with this kind of thinking when I I don't have solution for problem. And but it was a really good conversation because it's so hard to talk about. I need to open my brain to to remember all the words to connect each other and make a sentence to answer this question. Yes, and the summer is a good conversation and a good subject too. And you
Yeah, thank you.
replaced Andrea so beautiful.
Oh, thank you,
Thank
Wanda.
you. They're there, they're there.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay. And you, cowboy, what did you think in this conversation?
Yeah,
It
I
was
love
a
to.
challenge.
It is challenging, it is important because we need to have uh, meditations about your history, your path in this nation, and create a good relationship. We can do the difference, and is a start for that. When you talk about solutions, we can have conversations like that. It's important because you open our minds and think and do something different to solve the problem. And if any people do your part, we can change globally these issues. Thank you.
Thank you, cowboy. Very good. And you, Isabel, how was the
It was
conversation for you?
a good conversation too, a difficult topic as we talked later. But it's good to try talk with about that because as Wanda said, we need to search some words that we're not usually using the immersions because they're a different topic. Actually, for me, because I usually conversation about another topics, but it was very, very nice, very good conversation.
Yeah, thank you, Isabel. Yeah, guys, it was a difficult subject because sometimes, as I said, I feel a little hopeless about this, but it's necessary to reflect and to study and uh, try to see a solution for it. But I think a solution involved government companies, individuals, and especially education about this. And because this I consider a good point to talk and don't don't give up this and try. I maybe sometimes when I I avoid to buy a lot of plastic. I use my eco bag and I consider yeah little thing, but I will try do something and it's important. Guys, I would like to thank you all for coming, for your time. It was a good a pleasure for me. And I put the link of survey, and if you could, please give me some suggestion and rate me. It was a pleasure for me, okay, to see it. And I hope to see you in the next time, okay? And see you. Bye bye.